Hello everybody, I'm Ariella from 10H number 9.
And I'm Vito from 10H number 1. We are from 10H group 2.
And right now, we are going to present about Islamic Kingdom in Riau. Alright, get started.
First of all, I would like to explain about the entrance of Islam in Riau. Riau is located near Malacca Strait, which was well known as an international trading port. Someone who had big role on developing Islam was Sheikh Burhanuddin. The Islam entrance in Riau began with two ways. First, it began from Kuntu Kampar. Sheikh Burhanuddin used two ways to develop Islam in Kuntu. First, by the Kampar river bank, because it was used as a transportation facility. Second, by passing through Barisan Hill, by hiking the hill and down the valley. As a matter of fact, Kuntu was the first area that got touched with Islam because Kuntu was known as a big pepper maker area from 500 CE until 1400 CE, also having a lot of spices. And this attracted many Arabian and Persian traders. The second way for Islam entrance in Riau began from Barus to Rokan. In 7 CE, there was Islam contingent led by Wahab ibn Abdul Qabsah. They were heading to southern China, but they stopped over Barus and other several places for trading and developing Islam religion. Barus was known with its camphor production, meanwhile Riau with its paper. They were trading each other, and within this activity, Islam religion was also developed. Next, I would like to tell you about Shah Kingdom's background, which was related to Johor Sultanate. In early 1699, the second of Sultan Mahmud Shah from Johor Sultanate was murdered by his best friend Megat Sri Rama. Then, Sultan Abdul Jalil Rayat Shah, Johor's Chamberlain, took over Johor's throne. Sultan Mahmud Shah's wife, Enci Apung, ran away from Johor to Pagaruyung and lived there peacefully. Few years later, her son, Raja Kecil, wanted to attack Johor to avenge his father's death. His plan to take over Johor was thwarted by the King of Singapura and Johor people who still had loyalty to his father. On 21st of March 1717, Raja Kecil successfully took over Johor as Sultan Abdul Jalil Rayat Shah surrendered. In 1722, there was a coup d'etat by Tengku Sulaiman, son of Sultan Abdul Jalil Rayat Shah. The civil war caused huge loss, and then both sides agreed to stop it. Raja Kecil decided to move to Kuantan and rebuild his kingdom there, named Siak Kingdom.
Then Indragiri Sultanate, which is related to Kuintang Kingdom, the conquest of Malacca Sultanate. All Kuintang kings had to live in Malacca so that the Malacca Sultanate could control them easily. This condition stayed still until the fourth king, the second of Narasingha, would not go back to his kingdom because there was an internal conflict and injustice in the middle of his people. Then he told the Sultan of Malacca that he wanted to go on a vacation with his wife, the daughter of Malacca Sultan. His request was approved, and then he used this vacation chance to go back to Kelintang, and this result to Kelintang's separation from Malacca Sultan. Then the second of Narasingha moved this kingdom to Pekantua and built a new kingdom named Indragiri Sultanate there.
After knowing about those kingdoms' background, now I'm going to explain about the growth of Islam religion in Riau. Islam entered Riau in a peaceful way so that it was accepted by the local. Sheikh Burhanuddin developed Islam in Riau successfully. Riau people accepted Islam and changed their religion from animism and dynamism to Islam. Along with the arrival of Sheikh Burhanuddin, there were few changes in Kuntu Riau traditions. First, before Islam arrived in Riau, Kuntu people had a tradition to hold a party all night long, and they would sleep all day long so that they forgot to pray. Also, they had to butcher a buffalo and throw away its head into a river. Sheikh Burhanuddin wanted to change this tradition because it wasn't suitable with Islam. Then, he gave da'wah to them, telling them that all night long parties should be changed with zikrullah, and after they went back to their house, they should pray first before going to bed. Sheikh Burhanuddin also told them that throwing a buffalo head into a river was wasteful. This change became a culture of Kuntu people until today. Meanwhile, in Rokan Hulu, there was an acculturation and adaptation between Islamic values and local cultures. There were several arts that were based on Islamic values, such as Persanji, Marhaban, and Gambus. Siak and Indragiri were two of some Islamic kingdoms in Riau. As the biggest Islamic kingdom there, Siak has large territory. Its territory was divided into 10 provinces: Siak, Tebing Tinggi, Merbau, Bukit Batu, Bangko, Tanah Putih, Kubu, Pekanbaru, Tambung Kanan, and Tambung Kiri. The Second Kingdom, Indragiri, divided its territory into 5 areas in 1735. They were Cenaku, Gangsal, Tiga Balai, Batinan Enam Suku, and Kuantan. In 1938, after signing an agreement with the Dutch, Indragiri was divided into 6 areas called Keamiran. They were Tembilahan, Batang Tuaka, Tempuling, Mandah Gaung, Enok, and Reteh.
There are lots of legacy of Siak, Indragiri, Kamarkiri, and also of people who had a big role on developing Islam in Riau. First, Anuraya Mosque, which was built by Sultan Abdul Jalil Alamuddin Siak in 1762, when he moved Siak kingdom from Mempapura Besar to Bukit Senegelan. Because there was a tradition based on Tali philosophy when a king built a meeting hall and a mosque. Second, there is Siak Palace, which was built by Sultan Ayati Syarif Hashim Abdul Jalil Saifuddin in 1889. Siak Palace was divided into 5 areas: Baru Palace, Panjang Palace, Limas Palace, Jagalama Shelter, Kitchen, and Pond.
Much attention was given to these places. Architecture, and it was decorated with antique collection from the Netherlands and Germany. Third, Salafia Sheikh Burhanuddin Islamic Boarding School. It was built on 1st of February 1973 to appreciate Sheikh Burhanuddin's effort on developing Islam in Riau. Last, there is a mosque of the King Pakrau Panap. It was built in 1883 by Chinese architect in Pauranap village. In this mosque's area, there is a room which was a tomb of King Muhammad Sultan Muda Indragiri. Now I will explain about the moral values from the king of those Islamic kingdoms. First, we can learn how to put other people first. In this case, the people of Siak from the second of Sultan Syarif Hashim. He created an army from the youth of his people to put determination in order to protect Siak from the Dutch. He also refused the Dutch intervention on his kingdom and defended Kerapatan Tinggi, or the meeting hall of Siak Kingdom, which was built by Siak Kingdom itself. Then, in the beginning of Indonesia's independence, the second of Sultan Syarif Hashim showed loyalty to Indonesia and donated lots of his wealth to this country. Next, there was Sultan Syed Ismail from Siak, who was known for his courage and power. He built a fortress in Siak Sri Indrapura, the capital of Siak, to defend Siak Kingdom from the Dutch. Then he expanded Siak's territory to Sumatra Eastern Beach, which was known as 12 countries.
Last, the second of Narasingha from Indragiri taught us to be clever and always have a good strategy. It was proven by strategy to move the government of Indragiri from Karitang to Pekantua in order to protect Indragiri from Indragiri River's flood. Then he moved the government to Kota Lama in order to protect Indragiri from Portuguese attack. The second of Narasingha was also known for his power when he could defeat 200 Portuguese fleets when Bintan was attacked. Alright, that's all from us. We really hope this video could be helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!